Hey time travelers! In this video I'm going to be making my favorite keto brownies that are super delicious and amazing and gluten-free, and there's no sugar or any other bad sweeteners. It's all good stuff.
This is my look of disapproval.
These brownies are totally sugar-free and gluten-free because they're made out of almond flour and might fit your diet. So watch the video to see if you want to make these. I don't like all those artificial sweeteners, but I've researched and the good ones are erythritol, allulose, Monkfruit, and Stevia. So we'll find out which ones of those I'll be using today. Another thing I don't like is that my gimbal is messing up. Like, it's spinning around right now and I have to, no, go this way. Turn the oven on to 350, greasy oven. Ugh. So if anybody doesn't believe me, I set it to 350. Hey, look, the gimbal's kind of staying where it's supposed to be. Don't jinx it. Still working with Moser support, kind of giving me the runaround, making me test all these things that I've already tested. Hopefully they either get it fixed or they do something else to resolve it. Toss, other things, MCT and stuff, you're not in this scene. Gimbal! Had to interrupt other me with this random things in the basement to grab this little tripod and ball joint thingy. What's it? I need a phone mount. Baking brownies. Scene 1, camera 3, part 1B or something. Yeah, where's my baking pan? I think I baked something for somebody and they never gave it back. Oh well, glass one it is. You're supposed to line it with parchment paper, but that doesn't work on this curved one. So coconut spray, I guess. Toss. Recipe says 2 tablespoons of baker's chocolate, which, if I convert that, says 1 ounce. Oh, these little things are 1/4 ounce. I'm gonna double the recipe, so I need 2 chunks like that big. Doubling the recipe in case these people that I'm making brownies for really love it and they want to eat a bunch. We also need some cocoa butter or cacao butter, and if you can't get a hold of any, my recipe shows you how to replace it with just more baker's chocolate, but this is like a superfood, super good for you. And I just need 2 tablespoons for this purpose. I'll put about that much. Tiny bit more. This is definitely a great keto or vegan thing, maybe even possibly paleo. Anybody that's on paleo diet can tell me if you're hip to cacao butter. It's a superfood! Chop, chop, chop. So that's what you want to have it looking like. That's why I use the plate, because lazy cutting board techniques. Come here, mixing bowl, you're in this scene. Toss. You gotta microwave this in 2 60-second bursts. When a problem comes along, you gotta nuke it. Nuke it good. And there's what it looks like after the first burst. And if you have I can't talk. And if you have a lower powered microwave, you're gonna want to do it more than twice. You might be able to do 90-second bursts, but you don't want to burn it. You just want to melt it. And here's after the second burst and it's still not fully melted, but there's gonna be more microwaving happening. Now you're gonna add some butter. I'm doing a double batch, so it's 20 tablespoons. Yeah, there's 20. Then you nuke it for 45 seconds. Butter's not quite melting yet. Get kind of more melted butter, but all that chocolate is melted, that's for sure. So if you're using a double broiler method, which is way more awesomer than this, you do not have to have it fully melted before you add the butter. Pro tip. Hey, butter's melting mostly. I'll give that like another 30 seconds. Now for me in this microwave, it looks like that was the perfect amount. So much easier with the gimbal. I need to get that thing fixed. Stir it all up. Now you're gonna add your sweeteners and your vanilla and cocoa powder and salt. So I'm gonna use allulose. You can also use erythritol because it's been around since like 2017. You can buy it on Amazon and it's starting to show up in the stores. Allulose is even better because it gives you less gas, but erythritol is still good. And if you're curious about the sweetness, both erythritol and allulose are about 2/3 sweetness of sugar. Obviously, I didn't invent this recipe, and there's a link to an article and the descriptables, so you can get in there and clickable on the stuff. Now it says 6 tablespoons of cocoa powder, and I'm doing double, so that's 12. And I just convert it, and it's 3/4 of a cup, and I'm doing it over the sink because it goes poof, 1, poof, 2. I'm starting to think that I got the wrong mixing bowl. Like, that's too small. Maybe good for single batch, but not double batch like I'm doing. Come here, pink salt. You're in this scene. Half teaspoon. Combine. With our chocolatey powers combined, we are a chocolate base mix for brownies, I guess. And this is when you make the part that looks like goop, that you later add the other part that looks like poof, and then magical brownie happen. In case you want to know what it looks like. Focus! It's so awkward to hold it over here and hold the light. There, it looks like that goop. Oh, I forgot the other sweeteners, and the vanilla. I have the rest of this one. Question mark amount. What, Robbie? Just ruined raspberry. Brand new bottle. And a total of 2 teaspoons because I'm doing double batch, but the second one's a little light because I kind of dumped the other bottle in there. Oh, and a whole teaspoon of liquid stevia, so 2 for me. Toss. I forgot to put this in the B-roll thing. So this is the stevia I use. Wait, where's the light? Focus! So this is the stevia I use. I need to buy some more. Bottle lasts me like 6 months. And you know what? Stop looking at my butt. Tiny bit of monk fruit might be nice, but gotta be careful not to put too much because it'll be like an explosion of nuclearness. So I'm gonna use like that much twice. That's the monk fruit I use. Link in the descriptables. Combine, 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 combine. It splashed on me. Let it cool slightly. I think I talked enough so it's cooled down. Eggs. I haven't bought eggs in so long because of my chicken and broccoli only diet that I'm still kind of on. And as I didn't explain why I'm in my workout clothes is because I don't have time because I got to go to the thing and give people the brownies. And while it's baking, I'm gonna take a shower and change. Well, 2 eggs. So in this case, 4. And it says add the eggs 1 at a time. Oh, what a hassle. And if you're asking, I don't know why I have brown eggs. Oh yes, I do know. It's because Amazon Whole Foods on Amazon, and it's not at Whole Foods, it's Amazon Fresh on Amazon. Neither one of them had white eggs. I was like, meh, whatever. What's the difference? This medium-sized bowl is not gonna cut it. Transfer. It's not exactly looking perfect to me. Maybe you can't see it in the video, but it's fine because it's gonna be mixed with other stuff. Add the almond flour, 1/2 cup at a time. Use the old bag first. You weren't looking at my butt while I was getting my almond flour, were you? So I need 4/2 of a cup because maths. 1. You know what? This wooden spoon, that's not cutting it. All right, hand mixer. 2. About the 1/3 cup. Toss. That's 3. Hey, regular me. Hey, other me. What's up with the dress hanging? Yeah, well, I'm drying clothes. Yeah, I understand the dryer's broken and you have to hang your clothes. And I also understand why there's a pair of pants right here on this tripod where you edit me in. Hey, because you wear pants. Don't go exposing how I edit you in tricks. Yeah, but a dress, you wear pants. I know you wear pants and you don't typically wear dresses. Well, you remember the female emo person that's in the videos that you're in the basement helping me shoot right now? Yeah, well, I had to get wardrobe. Yeah. Oh, wardrobe. So anyways, I came up here because I heard kitchen shenanigans because when you're walking on the kitchen floor, it's like, and we can't do any filming. And what's going on there? What are you making? Yeah, I'm making brownies. But we're on the chicken and broccoli only diet. Well, that guy, helped write this book of emo that you're filming down there and is also, playing a big role in the episodes. Corbin, he's moving soon. And I'm going to church to hang out. And we're going to make some brownies. He's gone? He's leaving? Yeah, it's sad times. But is your new friend guy. Drama. Alright, 4th one. Now you just turn up your hand mixer 1 level at a time so it doesn't spray almond flour or whatever everywhere. and scrape your sides. Now, single batch recipe, you can put this in an 8x8 pan. I'm using a 9-inch pan because, you know, double recipe, and also like it to be a little bit thicker. I just remembered one last thing, and I did B-roll of this. It's called xanthan gum. And this one you want to add last, because otherwise it'll get weird and clumpy. 1, 2. Use about a 1/4 teaspoon per baking batch of something that I'm making. So I did that twice. You just mix that in. That's gonna do 2 things for you. That's gonna help it rise and stay risen because there's no gluten or yeast to do that magic for you. The other thing xanthan gum will do for you is it's a thickener and a binder to bind all your ingredients together. And you know what? I'm gonna give these gentlemen a little bonus. Where's the 1 cup measure thing? You're in this scene. Oh, there it is. Duh, I used it for the sweetener. Genius. I'm thinking a whole cup of white chocolate chip things from Lily's because it's sweetened with erythritol and stevia. Erythritol, stevia. Mix it in, mix it down. And this is gonna give you nice big white chocolate chunks all throughout that are not really chunks anymore because you baked it. Kind of lumps. Get in there, chocolate goop. You're in this scene. You are this scene. Let me just spread that out. It doesn't have to be perfect. And then if you want to, put more chips on top. And yes, I want to. Now you want to bake this at 350 degrees for about 30 minutes. But you want to check it at 24 minutes with a toothpick or a fork to see if it's dry. Because your oven times may vary. And I got a cheap oven because I'm poor, people, and it's probably going to be like 40 for me. All right. The time is up for me. Focus. Sorry, I'm not using another camera. Sorry, I'm not using a really good sounding mic. Crunched for time. And that's a tiny bit wet still. Focus! Just a tiny bit wet. So I'm gonna give that another 25 minutes. But I was telling my friend Corbin about this belt being too small, and he says you can cut it. I'm like, what? I didn't really fully understand it, and I looked on their website, and they even had a great video showing how to cut it. You just literally cut some inches off, so maybe after this totally beat up part would be good. So if you guys didn't catch the previous video that I uploaded, my belt is too freaking loose. And yes, I just destroyed a perfectly good belt if this doesn't work. You're supposed to do this part first, duh. That was easy. Toss. Focus. There's a clamp, and you put it in, and make sure it's straight. My cut was a little crooked, so I'm gonna put it in like that, and clamp it down. Ooh, I smell brownies. Yeah, they're probably almost done. And I'm wearing different clothes than you. Well, sometimes we don't synchronize immediately, so just be happy you weren't working in the basement suddenly naked. Should have thought about that. Oh, there you go. Yup. But you can't have any brownies until tonight after everybody's had a chance to get their share. Okay. But I'm pretty lucky that my pants didn't fall down in the middle of all this filming with no belt on. Because of all the weight I'm losing. Well, there goes other me. I'm gonna have to edit him out of the video so that I don't have to put a nope sign for the whole freaking rest of the thing. Don't tuck in your mic, genius. It's in this scene. It's a part technical thing of the scene. Sorry again, no awesome mic setup, but maybe 25 minutes for the second round was too much. They're definitely done. The white chocolate bits are kind of goldeny fresh now. Maybe it'll be good. So let's give it a little bit of scoring. Sort of. Oh, it's all gooey and tearing. Look at that, it's destroying my brownies. I don't have time, I have to leave soon. What if I don't score it? You won't be able to cut it at all. Oh, I'm being overly dramatic for some reason. Brownies. I want brownies now. No, other me. No. Bernie. Well, I'm gonna go to my church thing and stop staring. Hey, other me, wherever you are, ice backs. Other me, your backs. Yeah, ice backs. Brownies? Yes, brownies, but not yet. First, this week's tech thing. This week's tech thing is me setting up cameras all over the place and lights for filming with green screen in the basement. That's a tripod that's just set up to be just as tall as me. This is to add more green up above my head or whatever character. Trying to find a way to get full body shot. That should do full body shot, especially with that cardboard hold up. Well, I'll get, you know, just your head there. And why I haven't shoved it left, you'll see in a second. But then here's a slight right angle with this one. You see these two cameras, old phones. And then here's the third one. I technically could put a tripod there, but I put it on this thingy what's it because I was first trying it over here on these spots because I had this in my normal standing spot, which is facing straight this way. But then I'm like, oh yeah, I need full body for some of the scenes. So from back here, that's getting about 45 degrees to this position. It may only look like it's 15, but when I stand in this position, that tripod marker, which is this one, is another 30 degrees to straight. So I'll be standing and facing straight. Sorry, I forgot that I can't film looking at the black hole room directly, and it seems to work better with a fixed camera or sitting still versus painting past it. It just bugs out. But if you didn't notice, I film with a bunch of old used smartphones, kind of a theme on my channel, and my son and I have actually been working on a sci-fi video to explain where all these phones came from. But hey, if you want to film for your own channel or just film for family stuff to share files, use your own smartphone in your pocket. The app I use is called Open Camera. So Other Me wanted to try the brownies. Where's he at? Other Me! Other Me! Me part 2, where'd you go? Other Me! What? Huh? What you want? Oh, there you with. You can have some brownies now. Really? Yes! Yes, really. Finally. You might as well eat them and talk while your mouth is full and make it funny and make it awkward and screen. Okay. Filming with interesting characters. Check out Wizard and the Rainbow Princess. That's a funny video. You can get that right over here. Now this one's whatever YouTube uses best. I'm gonna subscribe to the channel. Yeah, what he means is subscribe to the channel over here, and you can check out my music soundtrack over there. Yeah, what regular me said. I'm gonna get some almond milk. Yeah.